The last set of matches of today. Let's start with it in 3, 2, 1.
Tetris! Wrist.
I already heard the first shouts, for example, for Schnecke.
Before the match even started, basically.
Exactly. Because as we know... can I get a Buko?
There it is.
Oh, so Buko as it should be.
Buko always in our hearts.
Exactly.
And in our Tetris events.
We have some of the best players of today here happening. With Eliwa, who is seed number 9. Wing, who is seed number 4. Oeuf should be like seed number 7, I think. And Schnecke, who is seed number 11. We have 2 people who got a max out with Wing and Oeuf. Well, at least one max out, Wing got 2. And Eliwa and Schnecke, who didn't get a max out during qualification. Eliwa got so close so many times that I can't see her getting a max out any time during the matches. And Schnecke, really underqualified, let's be honest there. He is a much better player than seed number 11. That is why he is now essentially in the top 8, it should be.
Yeah, it is very strange to see him in 11th seed, you know?
It is. But we also know that Schnecke is used to underqualifying and then really showing what he can do during the matches. Yeah. He's one of the most consistent players that I know. But what to me is always the most interesting fact about Schnecke is, how do you learn DAS? Yes, you just play. You never watch any research online, no videos. You just sit down and play and you get as amazing as Schnecke does. He is a prodigy at Tetris, you would say. A DAS Tetris.
He's just amazing.
Yeah, not to undersell Oeuf, but Schnecke is just like, it's so interesting because everyone has like a kinda similar road that's like, oh yeah, and then I watched like this guide and that guide, and Schnecke is like, what? There are guides online?
He just knows. He was born knowing Tetris.
Yeah, I mean, you just seen his tech. He's playing so nice. He doesn't really do any mistakes. And thanks to Retro Cabeza for the $25 donation.
Thank you.
And in the other match, of course, we also, as I introduced, Eliwa, the Empress of Tetris. She was in a couple of podcasts, for example, so you most likely know her. Wing might not be the most known. Like, I would kind of like his biggest achievement was winning the online PAL World Championship in, was it 2020 or 2021? I don't remember, but he won that one, so he is not someone underestimated. He's a really good player. That's why he got seed number 4 with 4 max outs here.
Yeah, we have 4 amazing players here, but maybe let's focus on the game for a moment now. Eliwa with a little bit more than 1 Tetris ahead of Wing. And at the bottom we have Schnecke with a lead, again with 1.5 Tetris' lead. But still, we're pretty early in the game, so any lead can be, you know, taken from the other player.
Wing is center worthy, gets the Tetris into the center well. Now only a Tetris lead here for Eliwa, who has a small hole in her stack, which means a couple of line burns here and there. It's 2 singles. And a small drought approaching, only 13 lines. Tetris for Eliwa back to the 2 Tetris lead. Wing having a bit of a closed well, which he has now opened and is ready for the Tetris. He's waiting for the long bar. And there's the long bar and Tetris for Wing into a well transition if he decides to close the long bar dependency. And it looks like he's trying to go for a triple here.
Oh, but he keeps getting L's and J's.
He doesn't get the pieces he needs, but he is now open again and triple ready gets the triple is now J dependent. Again, the lower match between Oeuf and Schnecke. We have about 3/4 of a Tetris lead here currently for Oeuf, which means Schnecke is behind in points, but he has a much nicer stack because he doesn't need to win anything. He is at the bottom, not high, the Oeuf is 1 high. Yeah, small drought here currently, 17, 18 pieces. Let's see how the drought will play out. And Tetris for Schnecke. Schnecke is also a bit behind in line, so this is a really nice position for Schnecke to be in, even if it doesn't look like that.
Yeah, and Oeuf keeps Tetrising on this row 2.
He does a couple of small mistakes. He just needs to win a couple of lines, which might allow Schnecke to catch up. You can see the lines. He is 5 lines behind, which is over Tetris. So they're definitely able for him to catch up. And also, Schnecke's 19 is really amazing.
Yeah, for real. You can be too safe. When you get to transition...
Like, most players change the playstyles a bit, might try to get clean. Schnecke is just like, oh yeah, here's the transition, he continues to play, so keep an eye out Schnecke during these matches. And if you have a look at Wing and Eliwa, nice pin here for Eliwa, but Wing has been struggling a bit with his tech today here in this match.
Yeah, he has to burn a lot now, and he has been burning for a while.
He has been. As I said earlier, I feel like this is not up to the standards that Wing is known for.
Yeah, and Eliwa is more than 4 Tetrises ahead, which is a pretty big lead.
Yeah, you don't have to go for every single Tetris because you don't want to play too aggressive. We have the transitions now to bottom game. 43 here for Oeuf, and it's less than a single difference here, and Schnecke has yet to transition, so Schnecke is a tiny bit in the P-word lead.
And at the top, Eliwa transitioning with the Tetris, center one Tetris.
543, so amazing transition here for Eliwa. 450 for Wing, which isn't bad, but it's 100k behind Eliwa. Ooh, Schnecke now needing a couple of lines here on the transition. This could allow Oeuf to build up a lead, but Oeuf not really getting any points here done on the kills 19 screen, which means that Schnecke...
Okay, Oeuf with a lumbar and a Tetris. Doesn't get the spin, but fine.
Schnecke now, Tetris ready, waiting for the long bar. Tetris for Schnecke, 5 lines behind Oeuf. About a Tetris difference in points is neck and neck between Oeuf and Schnecke. In the upper game, it's about a 4.5 Tetris, now 3.5 Tetris lead here for Eliwa. So Eliwa, the Empress of Tetris, now in the lead against Wing.
Yeah, Wing didn't manage to catch up in like any moment during the level 19 speeds.
He wasn't able to, and Eliwa was slowly pushing ahead a bit.
Yeah.
It was about a 90k lead earlier before the transitions, now between 100 and like 120k lead, depending on exactly what Tetris is setting. Tetris is first. And yeah, Schnecke getting close and now overtaking Oeuf by 20k points, which is less than the Tetris. Oeuf needing to burn here in the center well.
Yeah, but now Schnecke is clean and Tetris ready, while Oeuf will have to burn a bit probably.
And Eliwa just tapped out, he lost DAS there, which means that Wing is now playing catch up. He needs to get to 645, you need 695. Wing needs 695, so about 80k more, which is about 3 Tetrises. The lower game, both players need to burn a bit, but currently, like I said, early shift of that LPs here for Schnecke, whereas Oeuf is now Tetris ready and just waiting for the long bar here.
Oh, but Wing getting a little bit messy.
But he's still low enough, he can get pieces to every position here if he doesn't lose DAS.
Burning this wisely. Oh.
Yeah, Schnecke is being pretty high, he needs something for the right side.
And Wing dumps out.
He does get it. That's the top up for Wing and 1-0 for Eliwa. Oeuf is still in the game, Schnecke just took out. Oeuf, you need 692, 692. So what a Tetris and some change. Tetris for Oeuf. And here's the change that he needs. Oeuf is now 1-0 as well. So it's 1-0 for Eliwa and 1-0 for Oeuf.
GG's. Wow, it was very difficult to keep up with both games. There was so much action. See, this is what I was telling you earlier. There's no way you're getting bored with this.
Exactly.
So we will count them down in
3, 2, 1,
Tetris!
Everyone has started. Let's see how the players will do this time. Earlier, Oeuf and Schnecke were pretty neck and neck. Maybe the seed will be in favor of one of the playstyles. Wing wasn't really able to get a lot done with the last seed at the beginning. It kinda looks like it might be the same here again, as he already needed to burn a couple of lines here. Whereas Eliwa was just trying to wait for the long bar here for the Tetris. We have 13 and 14 piece drought. Let's see how long the drought will be. Bottom game, Tetris for both of them. Eliwa now with the first Tetris. Wing Tetris ready, long bar and Tetris for Wing. Long bar dependency in the column 3 for Oeuf, so Oeuf was, well, trying to get center well ready, I guess. Adam well ready. Yeah, only a triple though, so it's still long bar dependency. Not the best position for him to be in, but he has managed to transfer the well.
Yeah, he didn't really get the pieces that he needed for that center well. But is now looking to get cleaner. Gets Tetris.
Tetris for Oeuf.
Still
Point-wise, Schnecke is hugely in the lead. It's a 51k lead here, so it's 65 against 116 here for Schnecke. In the upper match, it's 78 against 78, so Wing and Eliwa really neck and neck, but Schnecke pretty much in a good lead here. Yeah, another Tetris here for Schnecke. Now a 3.5 Tetris lead.
Yeah, Schnecke really looking to run with the score very, very early on.
Yes, and he kind of needs that as he is down one game already.
Yeah.
Upper game. Wing is also getting ahead here now at 1.5 Tetrises. Yeah, looking like 3 Tetrises with the lines taken into consideration. Schnecke needing to win a double here, which means that Oeuf could catch up a bit. It's now just a 0.5 Tetris lead here for Schnecke. Next Tetris for Schnecke, 1.5 Tetrises. Next Tetris here for Oeuf. It's, yeah, neck and neck between them.
Schnecke. Now we can say that.
We can. In the upper game, it's still a bit of a lead here for Wing, but he wasn't able to get a bigger lead. He was trying to get lead down, but needs to win a couple of lines here. Looks like this could be a chance for Wing to increase the lead. Yeah, Tetris for
She's
Wing.
Free now.
And also Tetris for Eliwa. 2.5 Tetris lead here for Wing currently. In the lower game, it's now a small lead here for Schnecke. About 1.5 Tetrises, yeah.
And Eliwa with this double center well. Probably trying to build for this Tetris, and yes, she is Tetris ready and gets the Lombard, gets the Tetris. Is she going to go for this again?
It
does look like it.
Oh,
she was looking for a T, but
just didn't get it. Schnecke looks like he might have increased his lead a bit. It's now about 2.5 Tetrises. The upper game, yeah, Wing's lead should be about 100k now. So Eliwa's in a bit of a troublesome position. 116,000 point lead here. 315 against 201 for both of them. So yeah, the lead of 136,000 point lead for Wing. In the lower game, bottom game between Oeuf and Schnecke, it's just some change. It's not even a Tetris difference in favor of Schnecke currently.
And at the top, Eliwa trying to build for these center well Tetrises. She didn't manage to be too efficient with it, and it's now over 130k behind.
Yeah, she is. This is gonna be pretty hard for her to catch up, but there's a ton of 18 depth as we are only 90 lines deep, and there's also level 19 coming up. Maybe she can do it on level 19. Tetris for Oeuf. Now Oeuf in the lead between Oeuf and Schnecke. It's neck and neck between them. Schnecke and Schnecke. Not really anyone being able to pull ahead. It's just whenever first Tetris falls, take at the lines, even with the lines taken into consideration, it's the same. So
yeah, they've been extremely close all over this this game.
I just remember that Oeuf had a couple of more lines in the beginning, but looks like that has now equalized.
Yeah.
So yeah, 150,000 point lead here for Wing currently. She is pretty high compared to Eliwa, and we have a drought, but there's the longer Tetris for Wing and Tetris for Eliwa. Nearly a Simon Tetris. Also Tetris for Schnecke again. It's Schnecke and Check between them. Oeuf needing to burn a couple of lines here. Ooh, that's quite a lot of lines. That's about a Tetris in total he just needs to burn. But the same for Schnecke. Schnecke also needs to burn triple here. Neither of the pairs are Tetris ready. Now Oeuf is Tetris ready, waiting for the long bar, but so Schnecke. Schnecke also getting the T-spin instead of a T-tuck here. And just a Tetris here for Oeuf. Schnecke waiting for the long bar here. Tetris for Oeuf. Tetris now about Tetris in some change chat. And finally another Tetris here for Tetris Schnecke. Schnecke also having played 4 lines less than Oeuf means egg. The upper game is now have 8 Tetris lead for Wing. 200k point lead for Wing before the transition. 6 lines away from the transition. Let's see how the transition will go for everyone here. Transition for Oeuf, pretty nice board, and not Tetris ready for the long bar here.
We're transitioning with 560k.
Eliwa only at about 390. That's not the best transition. So Eliwa really needs to get on the pedal here at level 19.
Yeah, she really needs a lot of points. She needs to catch up. A lot of Tetrises, and that is even harder on 19. Well, 19 speeds.
It is harder, but it's also easier if you feel like the opponent plays safer, because just how much more worth the Tetrises are here on level let's say 25 plus. Between Oeuf and Schnecke. It's now a 50k lead here for Schnecke, Tetris for Oeuf. A bit more than Tetris difference here in points. So it's Schneck and Schneck, the lower match. In the upper match, Eliwa having a bit of issues here with his tag. She might, she will struggle getting pieces over to the sides, but she's still, no,
that's gonna be it.
She did miss that quick tap. Top out for Eliwa, and it's now 1-1 between Wing and Eliwa.
What a huge lead.
Yeah, there was a 200k lead, as you see. So it was rough for Eliwa to catch that up. She needed to play as aggressive as she could manage. Talk about aggressive payments. Yeah, if played too aggressive, doesn't get the long bar over, and that's now the 1-1 equalizer in both matches.
GG.
We had best of 5s, and they're now down to just best of 3s between them.
Are indeed ready. So we will count them down.
Now best of 3s.
Best of 3s.
Essentially, yeah. Let's start them in
3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, everyone with 1 point on their board. Very quiet starts. Well, actually, Oeuf already with lumbar dependency very high up. Hoping to get that lumbar.
Yep, and Tetris for Schnecke, nice. Tetris for Eliwa and Wing, so only Oeuf without a Tetris currently. Which means a small early lead here for Schnecke.
Yeah, having to use that lumbar to fix his board. And we get our Samuel Tetris.
It's a tough decision. Yeah, this has allowed Schnecke to pull up ahead a bit here in the beginning.
Yeah, with 2 Tetrises lead.
Oh, Oeuf needing to use another Tetris lumbar just to get clean. And yeah, Tetris for Oeuf, but also Tetris for Schnecke. So yeah, it's about a 2 Tetris lead here, as you said. In the upper game, it's neck and neck. You had the same points just. Well, except a couple of push-down points, of course. Yeah, Oeuf with 2 misdrops. He still gets the next SPs over and a Tetris, so it's not the end of the world for him.
No, but it is going to hurt his score.
Yeah, and I mean, we are still early on, so it doesn't matter that much, but Schnecke can't pull ahead. He will pull ahead. You will see that 3 Tetris lead now. Oeuf going for the center well. Tetris for Oeuf. And Tetris readiness and Tetris here for Schnecke. Schnecke 2.5 Tetris is ahead. In the upper game, it's neck and neck about the Tetris lead here for Wing, but Eliwa's Tetris ready, waiting for the long bar. And the long bar takes a bit to come. It might be a bit of a drought here.
Yeah, we do have a countdown. Yeah.
Bottom game, we do see is 3.5 Tetris lead here now for Schnecke. Yeah, and he has a nice deep spin that he did earlier to get a bit cleaner there.
And again, Oeuf again building Tetrises on this road to, just like we saw in the last game. Keeps Tetrising on that second row.
And we are not even 50 lines deep, so this is definitely an option for him because he doesn't have the pressure of, oh yeah, the transition is coming up. He can be like, oh no, I have like 70 lines until the transition is even worth like 50 lines until he might start thinking about the transition. So there's much time left where he can play 1 high, maybe even 2 high. Yeah, but
maybe it's even good luck for him.
Maybe, who knows? Tetris readiness now for Oeuf, Tetris readiness now for, I don't know, Tetris for Schnecke even. Schnecke now nearly 3 Tetrises ahead of Oeuf, who is not having the best game. Next Tetris here for Oeuf. Now only a 33k lead here. In the upper game, it's still neck-neck between Wing and Eliwa. It's less than a Tetris difference. It's now 307 against 289 Tetris for Eliwa. So Eliwa now a couple of 1,000 points ahead here of Wing. Next Tetris for Wing. So Wing now ahead. It's neck and neck. Both decks are about as clean as they can be. Both players waiting for the Tetris, and Tetris for Eliwa, and also Tetris for Wing. In the bottom game is still the 2.5 Tetris lead, but now a Tetris here for Oeuf. Oeuf has played a couple more lines, so with that consideration is still a 2.5 Tetris lead for Schnecke and Tetris for Schnecke.
We're seeing very clean games overall for the 4 of them. Now they just keep Tetrising. Now Schnecke trying to get ready for the Tetris, gets a lumbar to get ready, now waiting for another lumbar and gets it. Boom, Tetris for Schnecke. And Oeuf trying to do the same but just couldn't get the right pieces to not burn a couple of lines. But it's now Tetris ready, waiting for the lumbar. If the lumbar decides to arrive. Which it does.
Yes, it does, it does. You know, it's sad when someone loses, but there's one huge upside because, as you probably saw online, the top 8 players do get prizes, like a small trophy. And
True.
who loses these matches will be placed 7 and 8. So even if you do lose from this point onwards, you have maybe reached your goal of getting a trophy to take home.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So let's see if this motivates them even more because, you know, yeah, we have nice trophies for 8 through 4, but for the top 3 we have them on location presented and they look so amazing.
Oh, and Eliwa very high up. Not too deadly, but...
He needs long bar in the best case. He gets a J-piece, which also works for nice burns here. And just that long bar there was not...
Very scary lumbar there.
Yeah, it's a bit dangerous, but she gets a nice flat long bar here now. And is open and waiting for the Tetris. Talk about Tetris, it's about a 5 Tetris lead and now down to a 4 Tetris lead here for Wing. After the first game, it feels like Wing warmed up a bit.
And we have Oeuf transitioning at the bottom.
But
with less than a Tetris lead.
Yeah, but here's the Tetris for Schnecke. And Schnecke can get one more Tetris here in the same amount of lines as Oeuf, so Schnecke's in a pretty nice position here. And the upper game also has transitioned, I think, with a simul Tetris even. Tetris for Eliwa, Tetris for Wing. The 120k lead we had earlier is down to an 80k lead now. Schnecke's Tetris ready, Oeuf is having some small issues in his deck.
Wing as well, with a little bit of a jagged board, but it gets Tetris.
It might be the option for Eliwa to get a bit closer, because every single Tetris closer does count.
Definitely.
Now it's also Tetris for Oeuf. Oeuf still 2 Tetrises behind.
Boom, Tetris for Eliwa. Now, trying to build for this Tetris, but needs to make a hole.
Dirty central Tetris readiness here for Oeuf gets the long one Tetris for Oeuf into 603 against 652 for Schnecke. In the upper match, it's 672 for Wing against 580 for Eliwa. So about an 85k lead here for Wing as well as about a 50k lead here for Schnecke.
Yeah,
Tetris for Oeuf down to about a 23k lead here, but Schnecke is Tetris ready and is behind 8 lines. Next Tetris here for Schnecke. The upper game. It's again a lead here for Wing, and it will increase as Eliwa needs to burn some more lines here. She needs to dig.
Oh, this is going to make her burn a lot.
It looks like a rough board. Yeah. The lower game, Oeuf is now equalizing the score and has a tiny lead, but 6 lines, so still about a 2.5 Tetris lead here for Schnecke if he gets all Tetrises at the time. Small Misdrop here for Oeuf. Also for Eliwa being pretty high. But she has some nice burns here and is slowly getting lower.
Yeah, she keeps trying to get lower, but...
Oh, she doesn't get the long bar over! That's a top out for Eliwa after the long bar. Misdrop didn't get the DAS, I think. Top out for Eliwa and it's now 2-1 for Wing. Match point for Wing. And again, whoever is out, loses, is out of the tournament. But is lucky enough to be at least seed. Like place number 8.
And now at the bottom we have Schnecke und Oeuf.
Yes,
my German for a moment. Yeah, they're approaching level 29.
It's a small lead currently for Schnecke.
They keep exchanging this lead.
But it's only a lead in points. If you look at the lines, it's a good lead for Schnecke currently.
True.
Just as he got a Tetris. Oeuf is a bit high again. He wants to burn down and he also wants Schnecke to, if possible, top out now.
Oh.
And instead Oeuf tops out himself after he doesn't get the S piece over to where he wants it. That's a top out for Oeuf.
Very
And
good
a
effort.
2-1 for Schnecke. Schnecke could still go for the max out. He needs 2 more Tetrises, and there's 8 lines to go. He can burn 3 lines, and first Tetris for Schnecke. Nicely done. He can tug or spin something inside. He gets
There's
the tug.
Jay.
Waiting for the long bar.
There it
Tetris
is.
and max out for Schnecke.
Do have a bell to ring. Ding, 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 ding.
We don't.
We can just beat the bells. Ding, 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 ding.
Exactly. In
3, 2, 1. Tetris! Everyone starting with the lumbar, which of course they don't need yet.
Yes. Oeuf and Wing go for the pushdown points.
Very good tactic. You never know when you're gonna have a draw. Because sometimes those pushdown points are really helpful.
And Oeuf, please don't forget, all American hope is now on you. A whole continent depends on your shoulders. Here at CTWC DAS 2024, give your best to show us how amazing American DAS players are in reality.
Yeah, whole continent, like not just the US, even like, you know,
Like Canada,
Argentina, Mexico.
everything, exactly.
It's all on you.
It's all on you now. So you can not afford to lose against Schnecke here. Yeah. There's about a Tetris lead here currently for Wing, a tiny lead for Oeuf, but it's neck-neck between Oeuf and Schnecke as we approach the drought here, 15, 16, over 20 pieces even. Let's see how bad this drought will be. There's the Tetris for Oeuf and also probably a Tetris here, Tetris for Schnecke. Which means it's neck-neck. I saw a 125-point difference, I think, so barely any at all.
Yeah, and then we can see Oeuf with this. Okay, it wasn't too bad. I was hoping that, you know, those holes in the middle were not gonna be too bad to fix, but everything went smoothly. We have Schnecke, Tetris and getting the lead. Yeah, they only have 1 Tetris difference now in favor of Schnecke, while at the top, even less than a Tetris for a moment for Wing. Yeah, all players very clean, stacking very well. And as soon as I say it, Eliwa with a hole. I'm sorry. Did I call it?
No, it's as you said, it's lead here for Wing. Nice lead, and Eliwa also, as you said, needs to get out of this. She's behind in points. She can't get points currently properly. So yeah, finally open into a Tetris for Eliwa, but also Tetris for Wing. So still the 3.5 Tetris lead. Another Tetris, up to a 5 Tetris lead here now for Wing. Yeah, between Schnecke and Oeuf, it's neck and neck with a tiny lead here for Oeuf, which goes into a lead for Schnecke just as he got his next Tetris. And Tetris for Oeuf. And another Tetris here for Schnecke. They're just exchanging Tetrises and points left and right.
They really are Schnecke and Schnecke.
They are indeed. And the upper game, it's Wing who is currently running up ahead. So, guys and girls, if you want Eliwa to stay in the game, maybe you should start to chant for her a bit, so that she feels the energy and the motivation you have for her, and the love and everything.
Yeah, remember that the players do need your energy. The
Exactly.
crowd energy does do a lot. And there,
It does.
I hope you could hear it from the, like on the stream, but
Yeah, a couple
we
of
have the
people are
crowd.
chanting stuff like "Go Eliwa," for example.
Yeah. And I also cannot see them, but I hope that they are waving their flags. Wave the flags, wave your hands.
You should,
There
and we
can
do see it
them.
now on stream, the flags and everything here for Eliwa. The crowd support, so Eliwa, do your best, do not disappoint them.
Oh! No, and Eliwa tops out.
Just as I
As-
said that, I absolutely jinxed it! Eliwa
my God.
tops out. Oh no, and that's the 3-1 for Wing. And Wing proceeds to essentially the top 6 here. He has beaten Eliwa. Eliwa's now out of the tournament. She is about like place number 7, 8. And
She had a great round of, like a great performance during
did.
this tournament. So very well done. GG's to both Wing and Eliwa. Now we're gonna focus on Oeuf and Schnecke.
That's
Who
only
are
half
now
Tetris did
currently-
here for Oeuf, and now half Tetris here for Schnecke. So they are Schneck and Schneck as we're getting close to the level 19 transition, which is about 20 lines away. You can also see that Oeuf once again has played many more lines than Schnecke was up to 6, now it's down to 3. Yeah, it feels like Oeuf is playing a bit more aggressive with stuff like pushdowns, but here's Tetris for Schnecke.
And Oeuf is yet not Tetris ready. Now he is.
Yeah, he's waiting for the long bar. Schnecke is now Tetris ready, Tetris for Oeuf.
Yeah, but the difference in points is very, very small.
It is,
difference
but
in lines is
8 lines.
something different.
So, pace-wise, Schnecke does have a chance. We can also see that always atop at the level 19 runway, which is 546 for Oeuf and 582 for Schnecke, now 579. Has changes a bit. That just means how many points they can get until level 19, which for Oeuf is 546. And for Schnecke might be about 579. You can only play one more line, which will be this single burn is a 556, so about a 10k lead here for Schnecke in the transition. Now Tetris for Oeuf into level 20. Every Tetris gets you more and more points now. Tetris for Schnecke.
Yeah,
Small
now
lead here for
Schnecke
Schnecke.
in the lead, both both in score, and it's also a true lead because Oeuf keeps being very behind in, like, very ahead in lines.
Yeah, he was like 10 lines ahead even at some point. We saw. Yeah, which means Schnecke is in a pretty good lead here currently, but he cannot afford to get off the gas pedal because once he does, Oeuf will catch up most likely. Oeuf is needing to burn a couple of lines here. Now about one more single is open, waiting for the long bar for the Tetris. Gets a triple instead. So the lead for Schnecke is getting slowly but surely bigger and bigger. Next Tetris for Schnecke, now about a 2.5 Tetris lead here for Schnecke. 600 against 675, so about a 75k lead here for Schnecke currently. Both players waiting for the long bar. Oeuf just closed as well, is now open again. Schnecke waiting for the long bar, and Tetris for Schnecke. And nice hack here for Oeuf into Tetris for Oeuf. About a 60k lead here for Schnecke, as we said earlier.
Yeah, and this lead for Schnecke is getting bigger and bigger, and that's not really what you want if you're Oeuf, because again, if Schnecke wins this, well, Oeuf is gonna be out of the tournament.
But Schnecke to burn a couple of lines here, which Oeuf couldn't capitalize on, but that just shows that Schnecke is not unbeatable, just as we saw with Adam against Schnecke earlier, of course. Yeah, Oeuf now here in the focus as he needs to focus on his game. We're at level 24, just a couple of lines to go, and Oeuf in a rough board here. The Misdrop, the 2 holes in his deck. He needs something for the left side soon. He gets
really
longer, which is a
L.
nice burn here, but yeah, he's still up high. Oh, he gets the wrong LPs, and he gets nice single here and another single. He stays in the game, he doesn't get the next LPs over, and that might be it for Oeuf. It is it for Oeuf. Oeuf comes out.
Excellent performance. Wow. That was a great way to try to keep it alive, but he just couldn't. But
that were matches. Everyone gave the best, and we see the friendly handshake between them. Even a hug because everyone's a friend.
absolutely.
And let's be honest, playing against Tetris Schnecke alone has to be an honor.
Oh yes, absolutely.